Okay, it's Friday, November 26th. It's the day after Thanksgiving, so it's only a half day of trading today. Also, today was an interesting day where the market was gapping down 900 points on COVID-related fears. So a lot of stocks were gapping down big, and a lot of the COVID-related reopening stocks were gapping up. So you wanted to track those and just see what might happen. You can see here. About an hour ago in trading, I traded Adobe, Coinbase, and Moderna today, and I'll show you why in a second. I'll just quickly show you some of the other stocks I was tracking in case they would have offered what looked like good opportunities. But it was a tricky day again, given a half day and given the Dow opening down big. You can see here some of the stocks I decided to track, the reopening stocks, just to see, like Zoom. It was gapping up big, but it had an immediate red bar and went lower, so there was nothing to do there. Like DocuSign was another one was gapping up big, but then it started red. So a lot of these reopening stocks kind of sold off at the opening. Even Netflix, which was gapping up nicely, sold off. So nothing to really do there. And some of the other stocks that I was following, like Apple and Nvidia, that gapped down. I thought they might bounce, but you can see here they also started red. So it was kind of tricky. The first stock that looked interesting, possible, was Adobe. You can see here when I zoom the chart out a little bit, it was breaking out above a 4-point resistance area, which is a nice, type of context for breakout. First bar going up strong. So on the 5-minute chart, I decided to give this one a shot. First 5-minute bar went up green, paused, and then I bought that second one here at the blue line. And you can see here, I was actually getting ready to scale out. It did move up a little bit. It's hard to tell on this chart here, but then I didn't get it. It came down, then it started up again. And once it couldn't resume higher, at this point, it really should have went up and given me what I was looking for. I just exited at break even, and it ended up going lower. On the 15-minute chart, you can see here that it just paused for 15-minute chart. It just paused for 3 bars, and then the stop would have been below there anyway at the halfway point to this first bar. So it would have been a small loss if you held on, just hoping for that push up. But when I didn't see it, I just exited quickly on this crazy, type day at break even. Then I went to Coinbase, and again, I don't love the context of this stock in the sense that it's moving down, and you want it to really be moving, breaking out higher above the midpoint of a red bar for true upside. But what you have here is also another condition that you could look to buy called contraction, where 2 bars here are inside of a prior bar. So you have like a trading range where you could buy. You do want the breakout to occur on top of that trading range because it could be selling up there. So you look for that as really the strong buy signal. But you could get a buy signal at the bottom of the range where you have buying down there and contraction. So that's what I saw developing. And the reason it looked like a possibility is that the overnight price action was kind of below that contraction area, but on the gap down. But then we started up. You can see here the first bar was up, but then it came down. But then you had the big green bar heading up right at the bottom of this contraction area. So I thought that was a decent enough opening signal to make an aggressive attempt to go to the top of contraction, which is up around this 315, 320 area. There's enough volatility in here for a game. But anyway, price I really needed it to go. It went up, it paused, it was tried again green, and I just knew this area was critical and it was an aggressive trade. So I got out at a very small loss actually, and then it moved lower. So if anything, this stock to me looks like it wants to break below contraction here and continue the downtrend for a little while before it resumes higher. We'll just watch price action on this one. Finally, Moderna was the stock of the day, as it turns out. And it would have been you could see here, it was gapping up tremendously from 270. It got up to 350. So you're talking about, like 80 points of gain on the day. But in terms of the price action, it was gapping up and moving up strong and coming into the open. This first 15-minute bar was actually a great buy. If you look at if I was really if I wanted to focus on this one, the first bar went down red, but then we paused on the second 5-minute bar, and then as we were breaking out here on this third one, that was a great aggressive buy signal with a tight stop here, if it didn't follow through. But then the 15-minute bar closed green, and then we followed through much higher from that point on. So you could have had a very nice gain here from like 330 close to 340, 345. So that would have been a nice game. But then with those other stocks, finished with those, I kind of looked at the board and I saw it just consolidating here. So I bought it here at the arrow, figuring there was a high probability for another push up to new highs, which I got, and that was a good trade here, secondary trade, buying the pause. You can see on the 1 minute chart where I was doing it, I just saw this whole area pausing, and I thought there was high probability to move up to the blue line. So I bought it here, and exited into new highs. And that might be the two pushes you get on the day. We're kind of curling a little down after such a big move up. So anyway, very good trade on Moderna. It was a secondary trade. The Coinbase was a small loss, and Adobe was break even. So good overall day, tricky day with the market down so big. We'll see what happens on Monday.